Look at the apex serpents slithering through our tropical environments today. They are massive, highly efficient hunters. This logic chart illustrates a strict biological rule for cold-blooded animals. Because reptiles cannot generate their own internal heat, their absolute maximum body size is directly dictated by the ambient temperature of their environment. The thick, muscular bodies of modern pythons and anacondas represent a hard ceiling. They are the absolute physical peak that our current global climate can support. Under today's thermal constraints, the evolution of a drastically larger serpent is physically and biologically impossible. But in the ancient rock formations of Western India, researchers unearthed a biological anomaly that breaks that rule entirely. Excavating the sand, paleontologists uncovered fossilized vertebrae so immense they belonged to a completely unknown prehistoric species. Based on the sheer width of the bone structure, scientists estimate this reptile exceeded 12 meters in length, completely shattering the modern biological cap. They named it Vasuki, borrowing the title of the legendary Titan serpent from ancient Indian mythology. To understand how the physical world could support a monster of this magnitude, we must investigate the vanished ecosystem that engineered it. 50 million years ago, during the Eocene epoch, steaming, dense tropical wetlands completely covered the Indian subcontinent. Earth during this epoch was a global hothouse. Extreme heat and heavy moisture ignored the equator, expanding far across the higher latitudes. This vector map shows those expanding thermal zones. This intense, constant ambient heat acted as a massive biological engine, entirely removing the standard size restrictions on cold-blooded predators. With the temperature dial locked at a maximum, reptile bodies could endlessly scale up. Vasuki was the inevitable, calculated result of Earth running its ultimate thermal greenhouse. The immense density of those fossilized vertebrae tells scientists exactly how the animal operated. This was an anatomy built for raw, crushing power and extreme patience, rather than high-speed pursuit. As a dominant ambush predator, Vasuki remained completely motionless in the murky waterways and dense vegetation, letting its environment provide the camouflage. When prey wandered close, the strike was a sudden explosion of heavy, muscular coils, wrapping so tightly that escape became physically impossible. Its massive frame allowed it to target heavy, dangerous prey, easily dominating primitive mammals and heavily armored ancient crocodilians. Its climate-fueled scale made Vasuki the inescapable apex force of its entire prehistoric world. Over millions of years, the tectonic plates shifted. Continents moved into new positions, ecosystems evolved, and those stable hothouse conditions began to destabilize. This line graph tracks the devastating result, a massive, gradual downward plunge in global ambient temperatures that slowly erased the steaming tropical wetlands. As the environment cooled, the thermal engine required to sustain a 12-meter cold-blooded predator simply shut down. Even the most dominant apex predators are entirely at the mercy of their climate. Defeated by a cooling planet, Vasuki vanished. Today, fragments of its skeleton survive deep within the ancient rock formations of India. Finding these silent bones bridges a massive gap between deep biological history and human lore, proving that beasts matching the scale of mythology actually walked the earth. Vasuki is a stark reminder that the extreme monsters of our imagination are direct echoes of what Earth's climate can engineer, given the perfect conditions.